Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Kyle here. And as you can notice, we are still with the Sens. Now, for you guys, this will be just last week, but for me, it's been about a month since I last logged on to the Sens here. I was doing another series with another team. However, and I know I said in the last video that this would be it for the Sens, I thought I've had a bit of a change of heart. Why not try to continue our winning streak, try to win another cup, and then if not, then we'll end it there, because we only got one season out of Seth Jarvis. We haven't even seen Carter Yakimchuk on the team yet, and our prospects that we drafted early, like our goalie Koskinen from last year, we haven't seen them develop into NHL ready players yet either. So keep it going as long as we can, and we will continue with year 4 with the Sens here, and try to go back to back and win the cup for the second year in a row. So just at the draft here, and this draft is actually quite deep. I'll have to do a bit of a refresher on what picks we have. And then in terms of our team, our main guy who is expiring is Drake Batherson. He wants about 7.5 for either 6 or 7 years, which is a bit steep for a second liner, but considering we just won the cup, I will try to re-sign him if I can. And then Jake Sanderson, I've decided we are going to hold on to strictly because of his playoff performance. He had 20 points in 22 games, so we'll give him another shot. Like, he's great as a middle pair guy, but just not for 8 mil. So if we have to make some cap cuts, he would be the first to go there, because he's making a little bit more than his production is worth. But for right now, he's a great player on our team, so we will hold on to him. So these guys are our main guys we're going to look to target here. Chung, goalie, medium elite, and then Lorenzo Stoner, a medium elite enforcer. Definitely want to pick up this guy. Looks like a really fun player to have and hopefully develop there. So those are the two medium elite guys. There's also a low elite guy here. Let me get to him. Raymond, low elite sniper, so similar to Jordan Dumais. He is a little bit older, so maybe he'll be a little bit higher overall. But yeah, he also will be going low in the draft, so hopefully we can snag him. And then there is a bunch of medium top 6 guys, a couple here, Tapper and Chiodo. They're late first round, so we might not be able to grab them. I forget, honestly, if we traded our first round pick or not. We probably did, so we might not be able to get those guys. But then some low top 6 guys in the second round and onward. These 3 here, and then a medium top 4 defenseman, same thing, late first, so maybe not, but a couple low top 4 there. So that's who I have my eyes on. So a good crop of players here that we can hopefully add to the team. So enough preamble, let's get into it and start the draft. And we'll check what picks I have, because again, it's been a while for me. So, and I mean, Sanderson doesn't have a ton of trade value. A decent amount we would be able to get some good value back for him. And then our UFAs, right? Like, nobody wants to trade for. There's not really much sign-in trading that goes on here in the game as opposed to real life. Okay, so we do actually have our first round pick. That's interesting. So we can hopefully get one of those lower guys. And then we have actually a pick in every round. So we'll try to move around and grab the guys that we want here with our 7 picks. So to start, got to make sure we get those elite guys. Let's go here. So Stoner is 82 and Chung is 50. So, and we can maybe grab like a Chiodo, or if Conklin's still there at 32, or Tapper. So one of those guys we'll take with our first round pick. So let's just get through here. As you guys have seen, there are two medium franchise players, generated player as well as Landon DuPont. So we'll see where those guys end up going. Who goes first? So it's Kuka, who's an 83 overall. DuPont only a 73, so he's still a year or two away. But Kuka looks NHL ready to the Wild. Nice, yeah, looks like a really solid player there. Holden as well, Shen, Bonnet, Luamala, Jackson Jacobson. Yeah, solid picks there. Any gems here in the first? Low Elite, Koivu. He looks like a good player. NHL ready on the cusp at least. And yeah, okay, so our next pick is 64, so we'll have to trade up to make sure we get our guy there. But here we'll take one of those late first round picks, and Conklin is here. So do we take Conklin, Tapper, or Chiodo? I don't think we take Tapper just because we already have Dumais, who's a similar player, right wing sniper. Chiodo, we already kind of have that kind of guy in Brady. And we're short. I know Yakimchuk is that guy there, but can't ever pass up on too many right-handed defensemen. So we're going to take Lane Conklin here with our first pick in the 2027 draft from France. Playing in the NLA, 6'4", 210, right-hand shot. Welcome to the Sens, Mr. Conklin. And just to confirm, he is a top 4 medium, 72 overall. Awesome. So yeah, he's probably 2 years away. So great pick there. I like that a lot. So now to make sure we get, I forget who was at 50, but it was one of those medium elite guys. So it'll be not Stoner, it'll be Chung at 50. So we'll try to get 45-ish to make sure that we grab him. Actually, I wonder how many goalies are ahead of him here. Maybe not many. Maybe we go even higher. Yeah, he's the highest ranked goalie. So maybe we go like 42. So 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So anyone here, honestly, let's go here. Trade to the Preds because we want to make sure we get him. Usually, like, CPU doesn't draft up that high for positions of need, but you never know, right? So let's do... I wonder if we can just package a bunch of these low picks. That. Maybe do that. No. Okay. What about our second and our sixth here? No. Second and the fifth. No, gosh. Might have to be the second and the third. A bit low. Okay. So let's do the second. Actually, what if we do this? And then we can take Stoner with the 64. Let's just give them all of these picks. And then we'll see how that turns out. Good. Okay, there we go. So now we will move to 41 and hope that Chung is there. He is. So there's Tapper. Yeah, 71. So he's close. A lot of these guys are pretty high overall, which is nice. I guess in these later years, they become more NHL ready. And Chiodo as well there, 67. Okay, so now drafting Ottawa Senators will be Jeffrey Chung, medium elite goaltender, so another high potential goalie to add to the cupboards, just 51. but he can be a guy, you know, in 4 or 5 years, whatever, that can come up and back up Koskinen or maybe even take over for him depending on what the situation looks like there. So welcome to the squad, Jeffrey Chung. And then next, we will get Stoner at 82. So our next pick, 64. No, we want that pick. Thank you. So we'll just take him here. I don't want to like jump around. Really, I guess maybe we could go to like 75. Maybe let's do that actually. So 64, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. Let's just trade to the Oilers here. Kraken pick for 72, and we'll trade the second and give me back, how about a fifth as well? That probably won't go through. No. Okay, how about a seventh? No. How about a seventh for next year? Guess not. Hey, I guess they're so close. Well, if that's how it's going to be, I'm just going to do my pick. Whatever, we'll take him a little early, a bit of a reach, but not really, because we know who he is, obviously, real life. Not really sure, but in this game, we know exactly what kind of player he's going to be. So Lorenzo Stoner, medium elite enforcer. I'm very excited for him. We might even have to do more with the Sens, even if we don't win the cup, and see what he develops into. Because he's quite a ways away, 54, but yeah, that's an exciting player to grab for sure. Okay, so we just have that 4th round pick left here, 128. So let's see if there's any other guys in that range that we had our eyes on. 128. So Raymond here, 114. So let's trade up and grab him, and then that'll be that. So we'll go to like 105-ish. Okay, so that would be 4th round, be 97. 5th round, 97, 98, 99, 101, 102, 103, 104, 5. Trade to the Canucks here. 106, the Blackhawks pick. And we will trade our pick, 128. And a 7th next year. How's that look, Vancouver? Okay, it's a 7th round pick, guys. Let's relax. But yeah, there we go. Sweet. So pick acquired. We will move to 106. And with our final selection of the 2027 draft, we'll get our guy here, Braylon Raymond, 19 years old. From the U.S., right-hand shot, low elite sniper. Welcome to the team. 56 overall, so a few years away as well. But yeah, all in all, a pretty solid draft. We got, what do we get, 4? Yeah, 4 pretty solid players that we are happy to add to the team. So yeah, that's that. Excited to continue with the Sens here. In the next video, we'll get into the re-sign stage and free agency and see if we can hold on to Drake Batherson. Fingers crossed for that. But if you enjoyed this one, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you then.